obviously, that was, I nearly said horse. That was bunny noises. Duh. Holy shit. I'm tired as... Look, I've done no makeup. No effort, as you can see. I'm on the brink. I'm tired as hell. I got home at like 2:30 a.m., which you may be like, that's fine. I go to bed every day of that. I don't. And even if I'm awake at 2 a.m. or whatever, I'm in bed, cozy, and I've done all of my things. I've done my brushing my teeth and
Big
washing my
Icky
face and
16
all that
less
stuff.
than 3.
Thank you for 16 months.
Good chat.
So it's a different kind of staying up late than getting home at 2:30. Oh, let me read some messages. What? How exhausted? Very. You didn't get out of the show last night until 11? Yo, I saw there was some people outside of the show, waiting to see Baby No Money leave. And unfortunately, we came out first, and they were being very sweet. But I kind of just thought it was because Finn had a camera. But then we got more directed compliments. Somebody said that they liked my hair. They did this, which is the universal sign of you know who I am. Thank you so much. That's very sweet. All is well, I'm just tired. Yeah, we went to see Baby No Money, who Finn is friends with, and is very nice. He's a very nice man. He is very relaxed. To say that he is performing, he was very chill with us, just being in the way and being in the room that he was like getting ready in just before he went on stage. I don't know how. I have no idea how he was so chill with that. I would have told everyone, yeah, fucking
Here's to getting
leave.
you out of the house, smile.
Thank you. I went outside, by the way, not to flex on y'all. Well, I didn't. I went to the car, from the car to a service station, to standing in the rain because of issues getting inside the gig, and then being inside the entire time. Hell yeah. Runa was there, Evie was there, Finsta was there. I was on Runa's stream occasionally. I popped in and out. I had the mic for a while, or one of the mics for a while, and I did some stuff. Runa was a background dancer at the gig. Baby No Money asked her personally after they had a little chat online. Very fucking cool. She killed it. She absolutely nailed it, and she was very nervous, and she shouldn't have been. She was awesome. Blah. Blah. It was loud and fun. It was. When I got back in the car, I was like, I can't hear. I knew that I was shouting. I don't like the ear damage, but I tried my best. It was very surreal. It was kind of, I saw you yell at chat on her. I did hold the camera for Runa's stream, but I felt bad for Evie holding the camera the entire time. It was tiring as hell to do that. So I took over. I did a little videography, not as good as Evie or Fimta, who was doing their own videography. That was very cool. Today is not squad day. I'm so tired. I can't handle no sleep for some reason. It should have been the regular amount of sleep, I think, but just my sleep routine getting disturbed messes me up worse than anything else. Even after 600 squats on a Monday, the next day I'm fine, but stay up a little bit too late and I feel like I'm dying. I feel like I'm on the brink. It's me and then the afterlife, and we're shaking hands. Finn took a lot of pictures. You can see a funny one. I got a funny one. Well, obviously there's the one I put on my story of me eating fries. Hell yeah. That was in the car because Runa asked if I was there. I got this picture of baby no money, right? Because that's what the sign says. They've obviously underwent some sort of transition. I got once we left we were watching from like the wing, I think it's called, right? Side of stage. And when we left the room at the end, this is what greeted us. Danger! Visible and or invisible laser radiation class 4. Avoid eye or skin exposure to direct or scattered radiation. Laser protective eyewear required. I'm just gonna ignore that. Just gonna assume that was for something else entirely. That had nothing to do with the room that I was in. Don't worry about that. Radiation? I hardly know it. Why was there radiation? You got some nice screenshots. I saw that, by the way. It was very cute. It was very cute. And here's the only picture I got Finn to send me immediately before because they wanted to edit everything, but I thought this one was funny. This has nothing to do with Baby No Money. This was me making that face because Finn kept pointing the camera at me and I felt awkward. Because this was the end of the experience.
Good chat.
Everyone was like chatting and about to leave. And Finn was pointing a camera at me and I felt incredibly uncomfortable. And I think it's a really funny picture. So now if Baby No Money ever gets cancelled for real reasons, I've got that one in the tank. Thank you for 2 months. Oh my god. Legitimately lovely. Like, genuinely lovely. Not even, like, fake lovely. Very, very nice person. We got caught in the middle of a Max Fosh prank, which is going to be a YouTube video. I don't know nothing about it besides that me and Evie got in the way at one point, sort of. And then we weren't allowed to go back to the on-stage thingy because they were filming something. I didn't multi-stream. I didn't do no streaming. I was just on Runa's stream occasionally. She was brave, I'm not gonna lie. I washed my hair today because it was disgusting and it's all fluffy. And I made no effort to fix that, so we're just gonna have to live with it, okay? Runa was brave. She was, like, streaming the entire time. Streaming inside of the, like, change room thing. Whatever it's called. Am I multi-streaming right now? Oh, yeah. It's on YouTube. Right? It always is. It always does that. Hell yeah. Yeah, Runa was streaming from inside... I don't even know what the room is called. It just said Baby No Money. Just Baby No Money as the room. Dressing room. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. That's a word. Runa was streaming from inside there, and I thought that was, like, brave. It was fun, and then suddenly it was like, oh, shit. Now I have to be hyper aware of all the words I say. Not that I would say anything bad, but just that I would say something, like, too personal, you know? Finn kept forgetting as well. I don't know how everyone was chill with it. Because if I was as famous as Baby No Money, I probably would be like, you know what? I want to relax. But it was cool. I've upgraded my rice cake game to now include, to make them unhealthy with some chocolate. Runa was crazy impressive. Can't believe it. Baby No Money is always up to something. Because, like, a YouTube prank took place halfway through the vid. Um, hold up. Come on here. Obviously, I don't drink alcohol. Neither does Evie. Finsta had a little autism social anxiety drink, which is fine. The VIP bar was cool. Although I'm gonna tell the story of what happened, right? We arrived. That's step one. Finn occasionally like has little Discord chats with Baby No Money. I think the original meeting was something to do with a Minecraft gig. I don't know, but they're friends. And Finn's been backstage at a previous performance in London, and they were chatting about something recently. Obviously, Runa is like doing the background dancing, and we're friends with Runa. So I think Finn messaged like, this is just hyping that up, and like Monday, I think, or Sunday, I'm not really sure. Baby No Money messaged Finn back like, "Oh, do you want to come to the show, by the way?" And then asked if I could come. Like Finn asked if I could come. Very kind of them. And he was like, "Okay, yeah, that's fine. Give me your details. You're on the list." That was the last message we got. We just got like, "You're on the list." We drive to London. Finn has it in their brain that it's some sort of elaborate prank, which is kind of funny. That would be kind of mean. It was not an elaborate prank. But when we turned up, we didn't know. We got to like the side entrance or something. There was like 5 entrances, which we did not know. We should have gone to the stage door entrance, I think, and it would have been a much quicker process. But we don't know any of that. I asked Finn what happened last time. He went to, so I got like, because I'm insane, I need details. I need to know what I'm about to do. What's going on? Hold on. Yes, sorry. Xenoman 5, you are becoming a bunny. You won the bunny wheel of destiny. Your soul is being transmuted into a bunny. Say goodbye to your former life. Yeah, okay, I need details. Obviously, because, whatever disorder requires them. And Finn basically was like, "I don't know." And I was like, no, can you please help me? And then gave details that was just the exact same thing that happened this time. So we turned up, we went to whatever entrance we could find. We asked who, like, "Oh, can we, like, speak to somebody?" Because we're on, like, the VIP list. And we get bounced around people. Everyone is like, "Give me like 2 minutes, I'll go sort it." And then they would leave, and then that would be it. We had to we had to keep moving from like standing under a bus stop because it was raining to being told to stand right next to like the end of the barrier so we could get in, back to the bus stop because it was raining, and they just were like, you can stand over there. We just kept bouncing back and forth. Though no one knows what a list is. If you say like the whole like Hollywood, like, "Oh, I'm on the list," and they check and tick you off, that's bullshit. That's not real. I have one experience of that just now, and Finn has 2 because it happened last time. You go up and say, "I'm on the list," and they're like, "What? What list?" There was a lady with a VIP list, but then there was an issue with Finn's camera. They bought a camera with a bunch of lenses that were detachable. That's not allowed. The security company was the one that made the security mistake. I don't even know. Basically, they were the one in charge during the time that the Manchester bombing attack happened at the Ariana Grande concert. So their security is like crazy style. So they did not like the lenses. Finn had like 3 more in their bag, which was silly. And one of them was massive, and they didn't like how long it was and that it was detachable, something like that. And we were trying to be like, please, we're just getting rained on like a little bit. Like it's okay to wait. We don't mind, but like get them wet. we Neither of us were wearing jackets because we thought we'd just go from the car to like slightly inside. Uh, we stood waiting. People keep asking like, oh, like so, like who do you know? Like who is your like contact? And Finn had to be like like he'd say their name and they wouldn't know, like their real name and they wouldn't know. Then he'd say like the artist name and they wouldn't know. And he'd be like like the guy, like the dude on the stage. And they still didn't really get it. Someone asked us like, "Oh, who do you know?" And they were like, "Oh, is it the?" We said like the performer, and they were like, "Oh, like the support act." And Finn was like, "No, like the guy, like the main guy, please." And they kept asking like why we were here, and I think they got confused because of the camera, and they thought that we were supposed to be like working. We basically had to text Baby No Money and beg, like, please. And he was very kind in helping us get in, which is crazy that he wasn't too busy for that. It was awesome. He's very sweet. Obviously, he can't just come outside because it would have been, nightmarish for them. But he did send, like, his assistant to come help. She was great, but then eventually, we just had to keep going through more positions of power until we got, like, the lady in charge of the venue. Whoever, like, the venue management, something, I don't know, her, to, like, personally walk us in, because it kept, like, there was so many stages and, like, great security. Hell yeah. Evie turned up, like, I don't know, like 40 minutes into our adventure that me and Finn had been on, standing outside, a little bit too cold, a little bit too wet, and she managed to just get in with us. So to her, very easy experience to break into this concert. But for us, it was a lot slower and more painful. Obviously, you can't complain about, them doing security properly. We did, like, Finn did just show up and, like, show, like, a Discord DM. It said, like, Baby No Money, and it was, like, them two talking. Like, that means nothing to nobody. So we had to get tickets. Like, we weren't sent tickets. We were put on a list. And then they were like, oh, no, you need tickets because of the camera or something. So then we got given tickets that were, like, media working. So we got working tickets so that we were allowed in certain areas or something. And then we got given the tickets. The PA lady brought them outside. Like, Baby No Money's, like, whoever, I'm not sure. Her name was Meg. She was very lovely. They gave us the sticky label thingies to stick on ourselves to be like, we should be here. Identification. We stuck them on. And then the security guy was like, oh no, like, because you've put them on out here, we can't let you, like, you have to get them from inside. And she was like, but I got them from outside. And then I came here. And he was like, yeah, but like, because you were giving them outside, you can't come in. And people kept saying, like, what is your, like, role? Like, what are you doing here? Like, why do you have, like, the camera? Are you working? We were like, no. And they were like, what places do you need to get access to? And we were like, eventually Finn was just like, I don't know. I am friends with the artist. They invited me. That's it. I have no idea where I'm going or why. I'm here to hang out with somebody. And it just was a little bit of a nightmare that was made instantly better by how nice everybody was. The guy watched us put the stickers on. He knew that they were real. It was just something to do with, like, they needed accreditation. But, like, we weren't there to work, but they were, like, really strict about the camera. Eventually, I can say now, I think. Eventually, we were allowed in on the condition that Finn puts the camera in an area Baby No Money is allowed to store things, right? So He takes it when we're in and we say hi, puts it somewhere safe. We go upstairs. Less than maybe 5 to 10 minutes into being upstairs, Finn is like shaking and sweating and all the layers of addiction. No, but they are like, I think I'm just going to go and get the camera back. And I was like, okay, good luck with that. They said they wanted to like fiddle around with something. They just, and take photos. They come back 5 minutes later with the camera. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. They just went and asked for it and got it. They weren't allowed it, but they had it. And then we watched the show. There was some stuff in between, but the next thing we did that was not allowed, besides everything else we did that wasn't allowed, is we were watching from the side of stage, like the wing, and Finn was taking pictures. Apparently not allowed. Apparently wasn't allowed to do that. Even though had been invited, had a media pass, Runa was live streaming the whole thing, which was completely fine and allowed, but Finn wasn't allowed to take photos. It was literally a ask forgiveness than permission thing, because Finn was like, oh, shit, okay. And then the guy was like, but you can go like onto the stage a bit to like take photos. So then Finn was allowed like down the side of the stage. So they weren't angry, I guess. We had a media pass. We technically did have one. That was the entrance we were given by mistake, rather than just a whatever the hell we needed to get in. I think it was just supposed to be like backstage pass. But we got given a media pass. Hell yeah. It was really fun. I was technically on shift because Finn wanted to make a reel. And Finn wanted to make an Instagram reel. And so I had to record recordings of them. I was like, I toyed with the idea of like, maybe I'll make my own reel about Finn making a reel, and it can be like a meta commentary. But then as soon as I arrived, I didn't want to do anything. It was nighttime. I wanted to just chill. I don't want to do this. Being an influencer is very awkward. It's incredibly awkward because you have to do things that I can't do. Like, when the show ended and the lights came up, obviously people don't leave instantly. Evie went onto the stage and like took a selfie with the crowd. And then I think Finn also went and did that. I didn't because I couldn't handle any of that. And then I think when we left, eventually, there was like a small crowd waiting for the artist to leave. And again, Evie ran and went and did that. Did some kind of little like selfie video thing for some content she was planning. The kids these days, they're fucking crazy. Okay? They got too much go in them. Whew. I can't be doing any of that. However, if you saw me in the first line outside, or the one at the end of the night, I love you. Because there were some very kind people. Very lovely people. I got an accidental flex of a situation where someone came up to me and Finn to ask for like a picture. And they spoke to me because Finn was to the side of me. And I was like, yeah, of course you can. And then Finn thought that they were taking the photo for us. It's like, girl, no, get in here. Haha. But I don't know. I think I'm very, very aware that like I'm not really anything in situations like this. Like, that I think the influencer thing to do is like put your humanity aside and grind out content crazy style. Even if you like, like just ask everybody for a picture for evidence and videos and all that stuff. And I can't do it, I was very aware that, like, This is a crazy situation to be in. I'm like one of the fish that eats like the goop off the floor. One of the goop cleaning fish. You know, I have no right to be here, and I have no skills that allow me to be here. I'm just, I'm just gonna chill out. You know, I'm just gonna not interrupt, not get in the way.
Boss lady being the emotional support streamer for a former streamer is peak. Does Gremlin still expect no line at TwitchCon this year too?
Yep.
Again?
Yep. You predicted it. Yep. 100%. That's exactly what they said. They're like, oh, he'll be fine this year. I don't think it's imposter syndrome because, like, I think it's just true. Like, imposter syndrome would be if I had a reason to be there and I was still doubting it. I did not have a reason to be there, right? I was just granted access because of Finn, and I'm chilling, and I'm just not going to get in the way. I don't need to record things. Like, if I was at, like, a show, like a fashion show, and I'd been invited, I don't think I would be imposter syndrome-y about it. I think it's just because in that situation, it was literally just like, you know, who the fuck am I? Nobody. And I was gonna act like that. However, fake it till you make it is a thing, I suppose. So I can't dog on anyone that does that. Some people are very brave and they get a lot out of it. There is a slight win. Well, besides all the other wins, I don't know what I'm talking about. At the very end of the show, we bumped into two people. One of them knew Evie from some Discord call. I don't really know. And the two people worked in like social media marketing and like specifically getting sponsorships from like game studios for like streamers and content creators. Maybe one day we will have a legitimate sponsorship. Perhaps. Maybe. Gacha sponsorship? Holy shit. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I would be so lucky. Maybe no money at equity. I don't want to do anything like that. That's like, I don't know, it's just a bit much, you know? I've never spoke to them before. I don't think it would be a good vibe. They were very kind. They're very nice. Oh my god. When you mentioned Tuesday you were going to do all the social media, kind of giggled. I mean, I did some. I recorded Finn. I just couldn't have done it for me. Because I just, you know. I be existing. It was kind of crazy. It was fun. Like, I was happy enough being a little side on Runa's stream and helping out where I could. That would be cool. It was cool. These are good. I like these.
Good chat.
9 months. One whole baby. Yay! I'm looking at my pictures. Here's a cursed one. I think this is from the screenshots that were taken and put on the Reddit. Hell yeah.
Good chat.
I hid from the camera. Thank you for 12 months. Holy shit. I didn't hide from the camera specifically. There was like one point where I like gestured to Runa that I didn't want to be like on mic because I was talking to Finn about something. But I think she took that as me not wanting to be on camera. And she told Evie like, you know, oh, he doesn't want to be on camera. And so I just was like, I'm not complaining at all. I do not mind not being on camera. But I was like I was literally just right next to Evie the entire time anyway. Like there would have been no reason for me to be on camera. Peebo, hello. It was cool. It was very cool. complete conversion I had on a hot mic. What do you mean? Conversion? Conversation? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure they were all normal conversations. She was very nervous, but she fucking killed it. She seemed so chill. It would have been better if I'd seen Pippi live. You are right. But no, it was really nice. It was very cool. And you know what? It finished at like 11 p.m. We left at like, well, 11:30. Finn nearly got roped into like having drinks with the backup dancers. But nobody that we actually knew was going. And I was like, buddy, it's 2.5 hour drive back. Maybe, please. Maybe not. First time watching live. Oh, and then, okay, you switched language on me. That's totally fine.
Good
I
job.
can't read that, but I appreciate
Yippee
it.
yippee.
Hell yeah. 17 months at tier 2 is crazy. Tier 2? Insanity. Peeb. 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 Where's she at? No? Gone? Okay. That's fine. Doesn't matter. Spent the last 2 days devouring all the VODs and edits on YouTube. Thank you. I'm very glad. That's crazy. Oh my god, every VOD? That must be a nightmare. No way, that must be horrible. Well, I'm happy you're here live. I'm sorry it's on a tired day. Usually there's a lot more shouting. Yeah, usually there's a lot more shouting. Runa! Can everybody clap, please? Runa fucking killed it. Can we just glaze Runa for a second? I'm just gonna stay here and wait whilst we glaze Runa, okay? Please. She deserves it. Okay, shouting get glazed, it does seem kind of threatening. Why are you still stressing? What do you mean? How could you still be stressing? You killed it and it's done now. How would you still be stressing? You can't retroactively stress about something that went well. A lot of it, I know. Yeah, I could imagine. But you absolutely killed it. Like, you fucking were, like, in charge. I watched you. You, like, started some of the, like, little dance routines when people didn't know what to do on, like, the last song. It was cool. You seemed, like, very comfortable. And you're gonna do it again, maybe. Possibly. Who knows? Ugh. I will get some rest. Did you end up sleeping, Runa? If you're here, did you end up sleeping? No, it's fine. You were not obnoxious to the stream at all. I was literally just explaining to chat that there was just like I don't know, not even mix up, but like I just wasn't on stream because I didn't need to be. I was to the side. I was not the main thing that I already yelled into the mic for like a good hour, I think. I don't know. Like I tried to convince chat to gift sub. I didn't even know if the mic worked. I had no idea, but you were not obnoxious. You should just feel proud. The fact that you could even stream any of that was really cool anyway. Like, 5 a.m. Jesus Christ. I went to sleep at 3 a.m. I know, I hated it. I feel like shit. Finn went to work. They went out to do, like, shoots and stuff. Insane. I've been dead all day. I've done nothing. No eep. I'm 100 years old. Now I'm even older, aged by the lack of sleep. Yo. I'm voting too. You all are so lovely. Look. You deserve to rot though. You deserve to rot. You fucking did a show. Are you crazy? I stood there. I should be working. It was so fun. It was very cool. Runa killed it. Honestly, I don't really know, like,
Good chat.
how to get across how much he fucking killed it. Thank you for tier... Oh, it was a gift sub. Hell yeah. See, my influence of gift subs continues even to now. Hi, Icky. First time getting into one of your streams. Hello. Shame it will be your last. I don't know where I was going with that. I have no idea. I'm sorry. Hi. You should stay. I've not really done anything today. Except wash my hair. That's a big win. Well done, me. What else happened yesterday? We went to the green room at one point so Runa could show us the dances, and then we got kicked out of the green room because, I don't know, there were some people in there who were grumpy about it, I think. It was for crew, which is valid because, you know, we were just being annoying, I guess. Finma's in that element. You stole Huel? Well, no, you didn't steal it. You were given Huel by, like, an assistant. It was cool. You had, like, Baby No Money's, like, I don't even know who it was, but they ran and got you a Huel. You've watched my YouTube vids and it's weird watching me live. That's fair. It's weird being live. It's weird being a living, breathing person. It's kind of horrible. It's against my will that I am doing this. Living and breathing. But here we are. I had a really weird dream last night that I don't really know. I don't know if that helped the tiredness or hindered. Who knows? I dreamt that it was like some sort of like zombie apocalypse, but instead of zombies, it was like just regular, I don't know what they were. Just like roided up people, I guess. And they would like just tear you to shreds if you were positive. If you were in any way happy or positive. So the dream was kind of just like, everything fucking sucks. Thinking like sad 14-year-old thoughts at the risk of death. Very odd. Very strange. Everything's so shit. If I say anything nice, I'll die. I think I'd kill it in that kind of, I don't know what would change. I can be moody.
Good chat.
Thank you. Thank you, Cut. I think your bunny is still here. Well, obviously still here, but I don't know how close to me right now. Very close in my heart, obviously. Yeah, Finn was in that element. They were so happy as well. Running around, taking pics, changing lenses around, complaining about the fact that they choose manual focus lenses. They took so many cool pictures and videos, and then I was like, why don't you do like this for a job? And then realized that if it was a job, it would be a job, and then it wouldn't be very fun anymore, rather than just a hobby. Oh well.
Good chat.
Way back when there was a TV show called The Merv Griffin Show. The room where guests waited before coming on had bright green decor, so it came to be known as the Green
cool.
Room. It entered the lexicon that way.
Cool. This was just a room that had like seats and a pool table and a fridge that had Huel in it and some other stuff. And then at the end there was I think the venue or somebody gave Baby No Money a cake. It looked like good cake. It was a lot more relaxed than I thought it would be. It seems like a very stressful, like, concept of, like, being backstage right before somebody is putting on, like, a show to, like, how fuck ton of people. That's my official metric. But it was very relaxed. Everyone was, like, just chill and friendly and polite in, like, a genuine way. Like, you can tell when it's just like I have to act like this so I don't, professional courtesy. Like, you have to be professional, so you're just being nice to people because of that. And then and there's a very clear distinction between that and, like, just a genuine person, just a nice person. You did get told off. You got kicked out of the green room, not of the thing. Oh yeah, you got told off for filming. I was not there for that. I don't remember that. You were allowed to film the show, but Finn wasn't allowed to film it. They got told off for that. You know, I think I'm the only one who didn't get told off. I'm a good girl. I'm chilling. You got told off to what? You got told off so much. Thank you, Runa. It's because I'm chill. Rules follower, yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna get in trouble. Life's no fun if you never get told off. I don't know. I think, like, as soon as we had the issues outside, I was like, okay, this is, like, stricter than, like, jail. Yeah, okay, I'm not very chill. I would have been more relaxed, but the outside experience was, like, so stressful and long.
Good chat.
And everyone was so, like...
So F1NN was wearing a press pass sticker and got in trouble for doing press stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds pretty chaotic.
Hell yeah. It was a bit chaotic, to be honest. Also, thank you. It, like, the outside was, like, so strict, and it's not that the people were unhelpful, but they definitely just, like, there was some security who just, like, you know, they just didn't give a fuck. Like, they weren't, they were just doing their job as they're supposed to. They had other things to think about, but my experience of it was, like, just stress and, like, rules and strictness. So then as soon as I was inside, I was like, I am not touching anything. I'm not breaking anything. I am not even nearly going out of my way. I'm not exploring. I'm not doing nothing. I'm going exactly where I'm allowed to go. And I'm going to be polite about it. Because I wasn't there to work or do anything, or even really, like, you know, I wasn't there originally just to, like, go to the show. I arrived because we got invited. So, I don't know. It's weird when you're just like, you know what? It's weird being told no. How dare you? Do you not know that I have once streamed on twitch.tv? That's crazy. Anybody who's done a stream should never be told no. And I believe that wholeheartedly. I didn't want to get, like, told off. I didn't want to get thrown out. It was so difficult. We got stopped. Me and Evie went to go get drinks because I was incredibly dehydrated. I wanted a sody pop, and we tried to find the bar. On the way there, though, as soon as we left, this is so funny. We left the stage, right? And then walked a little bit. A security guard who could see down the corridor saw us leave the stage and then walked towards him And then Evie didn't have like a sticker because she wasn't given one because she turned up like kind of late and she just walked through with us. He stopped her and was like, "Do you have like a thing?" And then I had to try and explain, and he had to find another guy. Then that guy had to find someone, and we basically just did the thing that we did
Good
outside,
job.
but again. Thank you for the gift. Ooh, gift sub. Hell yeah. Also, I saw 110 stream streak, which is fucking crazy.
Good chat.
Thank you. Yeah, so we did the same thing that happened outside happened again in a hallway. It was a lot quicker this time, but they were mad about that too. Like, the lady who walked us in was like, "Oh, where's your sticker thing to Evie?" And Evie was like, "Oh, I didn't have one. I turned up late." And she was like, "No, you didn't. You walked in with me." And she was like, "Yeah, but I didn't get given like a stick. Like, I have a ticket. I just didn't have a sticker." And she was just like, I don't know, so strict, even though she was the one that let Evie in. She did that. She walked us inside. Like, maybe check then. I don't know. Fuck. And then it just reinforced that I shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here and I should relax. I should do what I'm told. Don't look anyone in the eye. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything. Stay still. But it was really funny, the idea that, like, we walk off stage and then they're like, are you supposed to be here? What the fuck? Like, if because he was kind of like turning us away, like we weren't, like, because we didn't have the ticket thingy, didn't have the sticker.
Good chat.
Did these disorganized security people have radios, or were they using cups and string?
They did not have radios. I think some of them had radios, not the security. I don't think it was disorganized as much as it was just very strict. They were just all following exactly what they had to do. So it makes sense, but some of it doesn't make sense. So it was just really funny, the idea that we could get stopped and turned away, so we wouldn't be allowed to go back upstairs to like where our stuff was, but we could have just, I don't know, like, okay, turned around and gone back on stage, I guess. Because I don't know. That's where we came from. Are we just in limbo? Can we do nothing? But it's okay. It was all good. We probably should just probably should just gone to the side door. I think we got told to go to the side door next time, but this is not an occurrence that happens very often, or I don't expect to be doing this a lot. So, I'm sure if this ever happens again, I completely would have forgotten. But there were some nice people outside who, like, somebody asked for a photo, somebody said that they watch, like, Biden and Vin's content, and I felt awkward because we were, like, stood in the rain, and they were, like, stood right next to us. And it had been, like, 20, 30 minutes, maybe, so we were getting a little bit, like, frustrated about the situation, and I didn't want to be like, oh, I saw this, like, I saw Icky, like, in the street, and she was, like, being such a bitch to security. Like, I didn't want that, so I just awkwardly stood. Gift sub, thank you! I hope that wasn't too loud. I tried to shout past the mic. Chained together? Runa, we can just get married, like, what? Our hearts can be chained together, and our bodies. I'm going to the bathroom. Goodbye. Getting laser on your face hurt? That's a user error. Get good. I did find that it was not painful at all. I don't really know. Be right back. Hi. I got one more thing to talk about, okay? And it is granola related, obviously. I got these tiny little
Good job.
pots.
Collaboration streams, please.
Yo, thank you. Wait, what do you mean? What? What kind? What? Huh? Huh? It's TwitchCon. Soon, I will be. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I've never streamed during TwitchCon. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I can't. I can't imagine like being on for the entire day. Like there's I need time away. There's time where it's nice to just go and like not have to worry about how you're being perceived. Just like zone out, have no expressions. Be a little grumpy if you need to be. Something like that, you know? I don't know if I could, like, I think, like, Runa or Evie is going to be streaming, like, the entire thing. Crazy. I don't know how. It was a $50 dono. It's crazy. That's why I wanted more words. So I could truly appreciate it.
Good chat.
Oh my god.
Runa offered a collaboration stream, then you
Oh.
went away and did not confirm.
Hey, no. What actually happened was I flirted with her and she laughed. So I think that means I'm in. I'm sure we will. We definitely will. Just I don't know. Yeah. You know I'm bad at this. I'm always bad at this. I can only collaborate with my friends anyway, so I'm too awkward to do anything else. And I'm sure Runa will get me to. And also I'm gonna like do like cosplay at some point. I have one that's like turning up at some point in time. So I'm sure she'll make me. Season 3 ZZZ reveals. Oh, I've seen all these. Sorry, just checking all of my important emails. Yesterday, I'm pretty good at it. Oh. Hello. I'm gonna put this on my CV. 2 things. 1, I got invited to like a party. Crazy. It's a SS27, Spring Summer 27 season studio summer party. It will be to mark the official release of the SS27 showcase schedule for London and New York. So it will be when IC is announced as being in London Fashion Week in September. So I'm gonna go to that. Definitely go to that. That sounds cool. Very cool. I got that email today. So hell yeah. Fresh news, fresh catch, fresh lore update. I also received a little teeny little email whilst I was in the car yesterday. Where is it? Hi, Ashley. I hope you're well. Thank you for completing our questionnaire. I'd be happy to see if we can help with this project. After reviewing your answers in the questionnaire, I wanted to share some information regarding co-manufacturers / co-packers that I believe you may find helpful. As I'm afraid your current year 1 projected volumes are too low for us to be able to find a co-manufacturer for you if you wanted to have a bespoke granola recipe produced. We have a database of over 25,000 co-manufacturers around the world and have worked on hundreds of similar projects over the past 8 years. We are aware of the best options. Most co-manufacturers, co-packers have minimum order quantities in the thousands. Per cans, bars, pouches, bottles, per recipe, per flavor, etc. So, a bespoke so a recipe that is created from the ground up, it would be thousands of individual items. So it would have to genuinely be sold to some sort of like supermarket. No, not a supermarket. Some store, something. Sell it on Amazon. Fuck it. Right? But that's what I'm being told right here. If you are happy to have an off-the-shelf recipe, then we could potentially find a co-packer who may be able to receive an existing granola product we identify and pack it in your own branded packaging. Although I would still imagine we'd be looking at thousands of packs/units per production run. Okay. Sounds like a scam company. It's not a scam company. What? Okay. Context. This is the reply to the company that I... What the... Okay, give me a second here. Let me just digest in that. This is the most professional fucking email ever, in which they're telling me options, neither of which have asked for money. And you're telling me it's a scam. Ah? Your scam radar is too high. It's tuned too high. This is a regular email, okay? You don't have to be skeptical of everything. Okay. So basically the options are off the shelf or from nothing. Off the shelf obviously is just a recipe that already exists and is already being created by factories all the time. So that's not that bad, I guess. It just means that you couldn't, be bespoke about it. That's easy. But it still seems like it would be a lot of minimum order. This is the insanity that we are continuing. If you don't know the context, for some reason I decided to apply to a agency that creates your food project, whatever food project you got going on. Drinks, food, cereal, granola, perhaps. They can make it real. I don't know why I did this, because I said I wasn't going to do one. But then the questionnaire was just right there. So we filled out the questionnaire and now it's here. Perfectly sane business venture. Thank you, right? Oh. I did not do this for a stream topic. I did it off stream. I just wanted to see what it would be like, okay? This is where we get given the So the main part of this was the budget, right? The budget scary. And they quoted me. Okay. They said, "We would gladly be able to work on the product development and other aspects of the project, but I wouldn't want you to spend 20 to 50,000 pounds with us." And then parentheses, typical budget range for a development project. I have attached a project scoping document that goes into more detail, to then not be able to find a suitable co-manufacturer who can produce the projects for you. I've also attached startup info pack, which you might find helpful. It goes into detail, blah, blah, blah. Please don't feel like you need to read all of it. Certain sections would be helpful. Take your time to review and let me know your thoughts. I look forward to hearing back from you. You know, That's really good transparency, by the way. Very good transparency. I mean, most projects will tell you that. £50,000, the dream is dead. £20,000, the dream might be alive. If it's not in one go, if it's spread out, like with Ig. For example, just some business insight for you. Hold on, I'm not prepared. I spoke too quickly. Ba, ba, ba. Hold on. Let me try and figure out my brain. How do I do this? Fuck. Is it an admin? Or do I have to like set up a fake order thingy?
Good chat.
So they want 20 to 50,000 pounds to act as a middleman? Sounds like a scam.
I got nothing. No, actually, I do. I got something. I'm gonna explain to you why that is wrong. Yes, they would be a middleman, right? But what the reason for them to exist as this middle gentleman or gentlewoman or gentle they is because they have skills that I do not possess. They have the ability to market. They have the design abilities. They have like design departments. They have the connections. As they said, they have 25,000 co-manufacturers that they've worked with before. I have not worked with one co-manufacturer. Well, I have, I guess, for the clothes, but not for food or anything like that. They have connections. They have teams. They have the ability to work on it all the time, as opposed to me doing it. If I was to do this, I wouldn't be able to find a manufacturer because I already tried and they ignored me. Yeah, someone says they don't talk to directly. They don't all. Yeah, you can, but they won't. I would have to work on this a lot, which is a lot of time on top of all the other stupid shit I do, and I would not have the design ability or the connections that they have. So it's not that I'm paying them to just exist and do nothing, because I literally do this with Ig already, for the exact same reason of having industry connections, I guess. Like, why can't I use my brain? Factories that make clothes. That thing. Yeah. Exactly. I already do this with Ig because I didn't go to university for like clothing design, in the sense I can't do the technical aspect stuff. They need like tech packs, which I have seen and kind of understand. I could not make one at all. I have a company that is kind of like the middleman, but it's not really a middleman.
Those numbers aren't that scary, but how do you market? What are the sales channels? The volume is doable with a complete plan.
If you're looking for a complete plan, I'm not your gal. Not at all. I got half a plan, probably. No, I had 100% of a plan, and it was just get this far. From here, I don't know. We just wing it. Great money losing venture. Oh, then I have to do it. Fuck. How many tons of granola you'd have to buy? Holy shit, that's way better. If I thought about it like that, instead of like 20 to 50,000 pounds, if I thought of it as like how many hundreds of kilograms of granola or thousands of kilograms of granola, that would be cool. That's like just an investment. That's like just fucking gold right there. Physical gold. Yeah, it's not so much a middleman, it's a subcontractor, basically. Rather than the company owning a big tower block and having lots of different staff departments.
Good chat.
we outsource to other companies that already exist to do parts that we can't do in-house, or we can't afford to hire people in-house because it would be more expensive currently. Or it would be less expensive overall, but it would be a lot harder. It's just doesn't matter. So this is like regular. This is good. This is good information. Very regular. If there's like some kind of like completely insane multimillionaire that quietly watches streams, and you also like have an obsession with breakfast cereal, I'm in. My foot's in the door. Okay, we can make this work totally. As I was gonna say earlier, just again to prove that this is just regular old business as usual. Let me see. Where's the thing that I usually see? Bro. You're gonna have to bear with me a sec whilst I try and navigate an app. Please remember I'm 100 years old. Okay? Apps are tough. I don't understand them. My fat fingers just, they hits all the buttons at once. Why wouldn't it? This is so annoying. What the fuck? When you like make a payment on this stupid app, it tells you how much money you've sent to that person before in the past. I don't know where the fuck that information is held unless you make a payment. Like, I don't know why it just doesn't exist and I can't just see it with my eyes. Just let me fucking see it. I don't want to have to pay somebody that I don't owe money to just to be able to see it.
I would like to place my pre-order for 10 kilos of Icky brand granola, please. Could you fund it with pre-orders?
Yeah, probably. No, there's no way no. Maybe. No. uh, 10 kilos is crazy. That would be so expensive. That we don't even know how much it would cost. Like, we'd have to even it out based on the amount. Like, if we were just setting a budget, we'd have to even it out based on that. But then we don't even know. I guess now we know how many items. It has to be like, 1,000 minimum. So stupid. Just not letting me see. How irritating. I'm a big fan of making slop apps where we just don't do what we should be doing. I want to see this person that I pay so I have accurate details before I talk shit. I don't want to talk shit, I want to talk factuals. Bro. There's so much bullshit on this app. I'm gonna crash out. Hold on. What the fuck? I don't know why it won't let me view, like, doesn't matter. Basically, right, I had, whenever I send money to a company that I work with for it, like, we do either weekly or I think it's shifted to monthly now. When I send them the money, it tells me how much, apparently only on this screen, by the way, which is annoying and who cares. It tells me how much I have paid them overall. So since this bank account opened, so it'd be like 2024, like as it like went live, I think it said something around like 60,000, I think, which doesn't include all the previous payments that I did on my other account to get everything going. I said at the start that like when we launched, it was like it cost like what 150 or something like that, 100 and something to get going, and then obviously product development and everything else, paying staff, paying France, the concept of France, taxes, paying factories for samples, and have to buy all your products up front, etc. So it's been a lot, but it's not all been in one go. It's been spread out over a period of time, so it's been like fairly manageable. Not really, but like kinda. So if this was like spread, basically what I'm saying is I could double my expenditure. For what? For what benefit? Funny haha? Yes. Evie told me that she might know somebody that works for the Fuel granola team. Or like the Fuel brand. Fuck. Granola sponsorship for real? Fuck. When I naively Google white label granola MOQ. Let me have a look. I'm gonna Google that too. Private label granola manufacturing. Okay, this is actually insane that this exists. How have I never seen this before? Yeah, see, okay, but this is right. This is just the thing that they said that is co-packing, where they take something that already exists and they put it into your box. And they didn't say that that would be thousands. They said that like the order quantity for I don't know. I don't actually know. Maybe. Custom formulations, though. Okay. Oh my god. This is USA. The first one I saw is USA, so that doesn't help me at all, actually. That looked great, but I can't do that. Okay, there was an article 2 days ago. The 13 best private label granola manufacturers. What? What is this shit? Okay, it was updated 2 days ago. Okay. These are all in America. Wait, this is international. Ooh. Oh, I've been to this one before. See, we've done this. I've done this before. I've already done this. The first time that we had this brainworm, I did exactly this, and I found a place, and they didn't do the thing that they said they did. I'm gonna trust the team on this one. I don't think that the low order things is actually real, unless I lived in America. But I don't. This is ridiculous. Why am I doing this? I really want to. I found a place. Maybe. Toronto, Canada. Maybe. Traditional or modern granola? What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What's modern granola? Let me sit with this, okay? Let me sit and think about such a stupid experience. Do I get paid for ads? Yes, I do. Twitch does pay me for ads, actually.
Good chat.
It's very kind of them. Not very much, but like, you know, I'm not gonna complain. Even though I just did. Doesn't matter. This is a stupid idea. But maybe those are the best ideas. Maybe those are the ideas that actually go the hardest. By mistake. No, stop. It's funny, and I think it would be funny, and I want to do it, but I want to do a little, like, single-serving, cute little thing, and I can envision the brand in my brain, which is such a bad thing. If I couldn't envision it, then that would be perfect. Because there would be no way forward. But I can see how funny it would be. Fuck. I'm still looking at websites. Oh, wait, hold on now. UK-based private label. Hello. Cereal bars, snack bars, sports nutrition, meal replacements. Granola flavored Huel. Granola flavored meal replacement slop. Baked goods, extruded formats, porridge, and muesli mixes. Okay, well, I'm gonna assume that means granola. To me, that means granola. Fuck it. Fuck it. Why not? Let's apply to this one. Project overview. Help me out here, friends. What's my project overview? I'm not doing game granola, okay? Stop. Granola flavored granola it would be so funny if you could put granola flavored on the box. Are you allowed? Because that's technically true. Are you allowed to do that? The chocolate aspect is just branding, surely, if you like chocolate flavored granola. Surely I could put granola flavored granola. Granola flavor. Not flavored, because then it makes it seem like it would be fake. Granola flavor. Ick soda would make money quicker. I'm not in this to make money. I'm in this so that my kids can't go to college. What the fuck have they ever done for me? They're not even born yet. I'm not cooking a batch because there are lots of health and safety food regulations that I will not adhere to. I don't know them. I don't know how to abide by them. I could learn, but that sounds very difficult. And then it would not be able to be scaled at any way. It's granola. It's so stupid. I need a project overview. Creating a hold on.
Good chat.
Maybe you could have the boxes printed. Make and pack the granola yourself. Then sell it online. Once
Yeah,
it's established with decent sales, you can negotiate with a granola company to carry it. Get Fimter on a granola cooking binge and you have free labor.
See, that's genuinely like the right way. That's what I did with Ick. Where we shipped everything out by hand, and then we could prove that we had orders, and then we got a fulfillment center. However, that was horrible. That was horrible. Yeah, maybe I could just make some for fun anyway, but anywho. Sorry. I realize I'm not talking. However, this is very important to nobody. Done. Gone. Sent off. I would call it Cult of Granola. Because I want it to be a cult. No, I don't. Sorry. It's not a cult. It's just funny. Because of the irony. Because of the irony. Of it not being a cult. Okay. I don't think it could be related to like the it couldn't be related to like icky branding, really, or ick branding, because mostly because it doesn't make sense. Like it couldn't be funny. It would be difficult to merge the two words together. I guess like icky cereals could be like the tiny little funny logo and not the main thing. So stupid. Ah! I got new art supplies. Someone mentioned art in chat. I saw it. I got new art supplies. I'm going to try them out. I want to do streaming. I want to do streaming. I say as I'm streaming. I might be brain dead. Icky granola. I mean, okay. See, that does sound kind of cool, but like, it just implies that it's gross, obviously. It would need, the only way I can understand that that would work is if it had some sort of like weird thing to it. Like, it would be like icky granola. And then it would have to have like, I don't know, a green marshmallows or something insane, you know, something that would make sense. You couldn't just say that and then have it be regular, I think. Whereas I think if you go for like the cult thing, you could definitely just have it be granola, but you can like, the inside packaging can be like you know the bag, that could be like gold. That could be gold. It could be gold colored.
Good chat.
So how about a challenge for chat for best box design? You would have to give a suitable prize though.
No. Nope. Suitable prize? No thanks. I'm already talking about maybe losing 50,000 pounds of money I don't have. I'm not adding prizes on top of that. I do like the idea of opening the bag and it's like all gold, because it's like beautiful, you know.
Good chat.
We worship the granola. It's so stupid. I know. Okay. Don't give me mark. Okay. I'm not getting rage baited into this, but I would like to say the one thing that I am good at in this world is like branding. I fucking love the concept of branding. I don't know why. I just like it a lot. And I feel that I can do well on it. So telling me to lean in to stuff, it's just like I'm gonna just explain where my head's at so that you understand my thought process, okay? If you were to go ahead, like, if it was to be made just as streamer merch, then 100% I can do anything. You know, I can call it whatever the fuck I like. It doesn't have to make sense. It will be based on the streams. It would have that influence. Hell yeah. Right? If it was something more than that, if it had to be an actual product or thing in which they made you have more orders and then you had to try and do something with it other than just this is funny streamer merch, that's when you'd have to think of like actual branding. And it couldn't just be like icky or ick or any of that stuff, because there's no like through line. Like it does not make any sense for that to be a thing. My like cartoon character me works for streams. That's kind of it. It could work on some products, definitely, but not like a food product. It wouldn't really make any sense.
Good chat.
You'd have to build that like
Maybe
lore.
include a plastic mini Icky in the box as a prize like Cracker Jacks.
You'd have to like build lore around it and like get people in on it, like we have done with the streams. Like with the streams, we've built up to this like silly. We didn't start there. Whereas if you were like going for something like the whole cult meme, it's funny to have a cult based around a cereal for a start. So if someone saw that, it's also like confusing. So instantly that's like eye-catching. There's no barrier for entry on that. You don't need to have seen this idiot streaming to be able to like understand the concept of a cult. It would be talking like the branding would be like very silly. The bag would be gold because it's gold. You know, it's perfect. It's the key to key to living. You need food to live. This is food. Perfect. It's like you wouldn't need to do all of the like you wouldn't need to do all of the world building because it would like your audience would do it for you kind of thing. You have to just lay the tracks of like this is a cult, haha, or it's not, whatever, some silly ha-has about having a cult based around the concept of having granola for breakfast, and then the person who's viewing that can just, you know, their mind can go wherever the fuck they want with that concept, that it's entirely open-ended. Whereas if it's like based on a person, it's more what do you call it, restrictive, exclusive type thing. Like you'd feel very excluded if you didn't understand. It feels like you can't be part of that circle. You feel very like othered by it. You need to be able to like, there needs to be no barrier of entry. Okay, the barrier of entry needs to be like, can you read words? That's kind of it. Or look at a picture and understand what's happening with the picture. It doesn't need to be like too many layers deep. Otherwise, people would just be like, this isn't for me, and then put it back. I have a star on my face because I'm a star. No, it's a pimple patch. Yeah, okay, so next thing would be like, how do I make this cereal gacha based? How do we have S rank cereal? Who knows? I'm sure we could think of it. This is only because no one has contacted me to make a gacha video game. Okay, if someone had been like, hey, let's do that in my emails or something, then I wouldn't be having this creative outlet of making granola. I'd be all in on that. Let's meet and let's split the difference. Meet in the middle. Somebody come to me. We'll make a granola-based gacha game. Oh, God. Fuck my life. Fill it with vitamin D. Fill it with fentanyl. So that it's truly a cult. That's a good idea. It would need something as well. Also, if it was a real product, it would need like some reason to exist outside of just being silly, because lots of brands exist. It would have to provide something. So it would be like, No additives or some shit. I don't know. Obviously, it'd be cool if we could go back in time and just have food that was food and not like 100 million additives. Although I do realize that that would make life difficult, but my body doesn't like additives. What? Picture of a very happy dolphin. Oh no. Oh no. And the granola is like, instead of clusters, it's like like pressed and shaped into individual letters. Ah. Or it's in the shape of like little sperm that goes in the milk. That's disgusting. I apologize. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm tired. I'm gonna leave. Once you start going on about dolphin jack off mixed in with granola, it's time to leave. Although I do like the concept of it being individual letters. Tab of acid in every box is fucking hilarious. As soon as I get a response, obviously I will talk to you. I will probably follow up with the other one, the one that quoted me, just because I'm insane. Up until there's no actual commitment, what's the harm?
Good chat.
Streaming tomorrow?
Yeah.
Squats tomorrow?
Yes. Yes and yes. I'll be back tomorrow, and I will be doing that too. I look forward to it. Hopefully I'll be well rested. I'm going to make sure that I am. I'm going to go to sleep. I fell asleep last night whilst I was looking at my phone. I was like falling asleep, and then I put my phone down and went to sleep. That was cool. That never happens to me. I have to consciously try and sleep. I never like fall asleep. I did.
Good chat.
Tired brainstorming icky is fun. Dolphin goo is hilarious though.
Dolphin goo, cereal, in the shape of sperm. It goes in the milk. Delicious, nutritious. Full of protein. Anyway, I did say I would raid. Okay. Again, right? Y'all let me down last time with... Okay, wait. I'm getting mixed up. The reason I don't like raiding is because I feel like I have to stay and watch the other streamer rather than just dipping instantly. And the reason I end is usually because I want to dip instantly. So I'm going to dip instantly once this sets up. You're going to have to make an excuse for me again. Last time this happened, it was on a Runa stream. I think it was fine. There was an Eevee stream in which I told you to say that there was a granola-based emergency, and you told Eevee that I pooped my pants. We don't have to do that. We don't have to do that, because I'm not going to be there to defend it. And I don't want that. And she, like, kind of believed it, I think. Because she asked me about it twice yesterday, and it was not on camera. So please make a better excuse for me this time. Say that I'm just too busy manufacturing my granola empire. Okay? Goodbye, everybody. Mwah.